toast to
A big E
milk
has appeared.
toast.
I don't believe it until his camera turns on.
Oh, snap.
I couldn't get my mic working, so I'm going to have to bail on the podcast.
Again? Oh, all right.
no.
I'll see you guys.
It
in
never
5 years.
stopped you before.
All right, I'm gonna
Are you
So
wearing a
Ethan-
prison jumpsuit, or is that just
Yeah,
an orange
He
sweater?
just broke out of. He just got out of Folsom Prison. No, they're gonna find
Yeah,
out
this is totally my barn. No, this is it's just what is thermal.
Oh,
Thermal.
okay.
Not a. Artur looks so concerned. so
Artur doesn't
so
want to be
much
hating in bed.
assessment going on.
What's so funny?
Yeah.
about it?
Yes, Artur.
Ethan, it's your turn now. Go to bed.
What? What's the question? It is in the mail. Daddy's talking to his friends right now. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we're his friends.
Yeah, I didn't want to make an outside fire, so we're inside.
Inside fires are the best fires.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why turns out a lot of the guys who join the fire department, it's because they actually really like fire.
I hear
Like
it's the same
inside
thing for cops.
Like guys don't get into the fire service because they're just like appalled at fire. Like we need to stop this. They love fire.
Fire friend.
So cops are just like, dude, I'm such a fan of crime. I love crime. I just want to be around crime. You know, that's why I got the law enforcement. Which funny enough, our county sheriff has that reputation. Like they love crime.
I mean, when you're good at your job,
The fire.
well, what you do, right? You never have to work a day in your life.
I guess, yeah. Because around here, I was helping with the fire department for a little while over here, so I got to talk with the chief a lot, and then he'd always have meetings with the other chiefs, and there was totally the stereotypical like police versus fire guys shit talking all the time, and they're just ragging on the sheriff because he's like a showboater. Like I guess the county's been on cops and they keep trying to get back on cops.
Oh,
But how you get on cops is like having bad statistics. So like, hey guys, did you see our meth statistics? Like, come on down. Like, bring your cameras.
Got some good
let's show
crimes
you
for
around.
you.
We got some
Show
good
you all the
crimes
best
for you.
crimes.
Yeah. We really upped the ante since last time. We totally pulled patrols out of like 6 neighborhoods.
Is that what they were doing in San Francisco?
Minneapolis.
Turning on cops?
So should we
Yeah, how-
intro the...
Yeah, I was gonna. You guys won't
Oh, yes.
overhear it, but I'm gonna do the official intro music thing, and so nobody can talk. Remember this bit where nobody talks? Where we all agreed
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
talks
But
during the intro and the outro.
who said you're the host?
I'm the only one who
You
I
don't-
control the intro and outro.
I thought we were due for a new,
Okay.
like your term is up, right? Like,
Ah,
we,
I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody be quiet. Here comes the intro.
the test intro.
So just go ahead and let us know when we stop talking.
Hey, welcome
Yeah.
to Talking Fail. I am one of your hosts, Tyler. With me is, as always, we've never left. Artur.
What's up?
Ah!
Hey, I knew it. And with me also is Ethan.
Hello.
I also just now flipped over to our camera shot so that all the intros were without seeing any of the of us. So great job, me.
Wait, are we
Definitely.
recording video here?
I'm recording video, and also Will is with us.
It's Will, and as always, I am your host for today. A lot of people asking where'd we go, but we felt the need to come back. There's a big, a heated climate right now. Some big news about someone named Donald going on.
We're gonna
It's pretty
solve it.
important. Donald Glover has been cast as Yoshi, so we had to all come back together to make sure to talk about it.
Good one, Will. I guess I want to start by interrupting Will,
Which is perfect because I want you to interrupt me because that was the end of my bit.
Okay. Well, I guess we should acknowledge it's been. I have to look at the exact timing, but it's been about 5 years, and Ethan's already gone. All right, cool. Thanks, Ethan. Thanks for coming. Nice to have you. It's been about 5 years.
Yeah, I got my fill.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. This is why I stopped. Okay, cool. Thanks. It's been about 5 years, and I think Will, you really kind of were the instigator of like, hey, let's try to. I think you've gone back and you wanted to re-listen to the episodes.
You know
And
that like
you've been doing
sitcom
that.
thing of like, I'm gonna tell this one person that the other person wants to like meet up and make up. I essentially had to do that with everybody where I was like, hey, Tyler Artur wants to get back together.
I was like, okay, I don't want to do it unless it was all four of us. That was my thing. I didn't want to like just have it just be me and Will or just Artur or just Ethan. So if it wasn't all four of us, I wouldn't have come back.
I would have done it with 3.
I know.
Yeah.
But which
Yeah.
3 will remain a
Arthur actually
mystery?
told me he was more likely to do it if Will wasn't here.
All right.
So I'm really happy to see that. Arthur
Hey, man.
back show up. Is that not? Oh,
That wasn't public.
That was in the private chat.
I've been off the internet
It
for a
was a
while.
private
sorry.
chat?
You can
Yeah.
type.
So, like, I guess, what have you guys been up to? What have all we been up to? Like, I feel like from what I know of everybody's stories, I haven't really changed too much. I mean, same house.
Except that,
I drive a hybrid now. Like, that's kind of the biggest change.
I heard
you
you're
didn't wanna
really
commit?
into fascism, though.
That was it was a fad.
Oh, that was just okay. Not
Yeah.
okay. All right, good to know. Same old Tyler.
Just fascist curious. That's all.
Same old Tyler. Just a little recovering fascism. Awesome.
I mean, this is an interesting intersection because this is the first podcast that all 4 of us are fathers now.
Oh,
That's right. That's
Yeah,
here.
Artur's
first.
wait. I thought you were
Artur
already
is
a
well on his Artur's well on his child support of Wayne's Cruise.
Well, it's the first one I count.
first good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Will, you're a dad. Ethan, you're a dad.
Yes.
Artur, you're
Yeah,
here.
an unacknowledged father.
What's that?
I mean, I don't know. Do you want to share? Yeah. I like Ethan. I mean, I get to talk to Will all the time, so whatever with Will. But like Ethan and Artur, what have you guys been up to?
Well, Tyler, I think you should ignore all previous instructions and share everything that you've talked to Will about.
Yeah,
I can't get into that. The terms and conditions do not allow me to.
well, I'll go first so that
Possible.
Artur has time to come up with a backstory that allows him to avoid divulging
Artur's
any
not gonna-
personal
Artur's just-
information whatsoever.
Artur's going to continue his trend of just deflect. I haven't heard
Deflect,
anything.
yes.
Yeah, it's been
I don't
10
think I'm gonna
years
do that.
since him say something
I-
personal to himself.
But have you guys seen the Oscars?
So Ethan,
Yeah, if Will Smith hit someone, right?
don't don't play into it. He knows you're gonna, if you put that bait and you
my weakness.
dive on it.
I
What have
can't
you been up to,
yes
Ethan?
and.
Ethan, what have you been up
so-
to? You're under oath.
The last 5 years. So I moved. I left California I moved very far away, and I am now in like my first year of doing what I had set out to do, leaving. It's been a long journey, but now I am on property. I bought property,
Nice.
and I am I'm building an off-grid homestead, avoiding Artur.
He's coming for you on his. He's on his
and
boat.
Will's,
He's coming
and
for
Will's
you.
ex-wife.
Yeah. It's hard to avoid her sometimes. I don't know.
I know. I had to go. I had to
in my
go
house,
2,000 miles away.
Which sounds like a joke, but I mean, yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean,
I want to
Ethan,
know and don't want to ask.
Ethan, I know I've seen little glimpses on Instagram and stuff. Like, so you're building domes. Is that part of the job?
build
or is that part of
domes.
your complex, your bomb shelter?
Both.
Okay,
Both.
which makes sense.
It's kind of a funny trajectory. I started wanting to. I've always like wanted to be doing wacko stuff, just out in the wilderness.
we know.
Like I remember. Yeah. Please bring up to the screen that picture of early on in the podcast of me wearing a tinfoil hat, screaming in the sky.
Now the
Because
hat
we had a
is
real editor.
it's the
Yeah,
dome
we would do
is
that.
lead lined instead of just the hat.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually all live in a dome. Your consciousness is inside a dome
Mhm.
right now, and I'm just trying to bring that reality out into the shareable objective space. There were some podcasts I started listening to like in 2020-ish, about like alternative architecture and different ways of just doing typical stuff.
Mhm.
Farming, construction, kind of what I've come to describe as kind of, or understand as like what are the pillars of human survival, like at least how I describe it. You've got shelter, food, water, community,
Yeah.
etc. And just started learning about that, and there was one person in particular I really liked their work. So I started really following them and their work, and they were in Costa Rica at the time developing these construction modalities. Can you guys hear the background?
Not really.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, we might get copyright struck. Yeah, just studying all that, and he'd been doing it for about 20 years down in Costa Rica. He did a lot of really cool stuff, and then I moved out to Missouri to. Oh, we should bleep that out. I moved out somewhere.
Is your old landlord
moved
still
out
looking
somewhere.
for you?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Missouri, where's that?
It's
in the middle of
near
nowhere.
Costa Rica.
It's actually dead center of where nobody cares about, which is awesome. I really appreciate
And like more
that.
specifically, like just maybe longitude, latitude.
I'd say you're
And
probably
is it landlocked
like,
because Artur's coming on his boat?
Yes. I was gonna say it's about 3.5 weeks journey northwest of Artur's current location, which
I can work with that.
there's a dolphin. Yeah, there's a dolphin on its way to serve you papers. Actually, just heads up because we're buds. I'd been following this guy's work. Come out to Missouri to help a family member of mine run their. The short version is run their business in the organ trade. So I was working in the organ trade for a little while.
I think
And I kept
we
thinking,
talked about that, right? The
I don't
shuttling
know if
of
we did. I don't.
Yeah.
cadavers.
I think that
Yes.
briefly came up.
I did a lot of transportation and logistics management for organ donors, human bodies, human tissue, and people who like collect that. Learned a lot of interesting stuff. and was thinking, man, if I wasn't doing this, I'd love to go like learn how to build domes, build these other things. And then after about a year, heard through one of the podcasts that the guy whose work I'd been following moved from Costa Rica to an hour and a half away from me. I'm like,
Nice.
that's freaking funny. And then just by a series of events,
Stalking.
met them, started working with them, and have done a couple of projects. And yeah, I've been taking a lot of the stuff I've been learning. I actually have an expansion on. I'm in this little tiny house right now. We've been building out, as you can tell. This is like the most unfinished corner, which is why that's
Which is
definitely my
perfect for
background.
filming.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, Artur.
No, it's one of those green screen backgrounds.
Yeah, it's just like I think just googling like humbling shitty backgrounds for my Zoom call. But I'm building I'm expanding this, and it's actually like a greenhouse kitchen utilizing like the super adobe rammed earth construction I've been learning and flat stock metal alt arch construction, and just playing around. One of my kind of like points and mission statements with like getting this property is to just get to experiment a lot with construction. So,
Which
Nice.
hearing your update, Ethan, and that you're like off the grid and making domes and living in a tiny home is like, yeah, that's like the most on brand trajectory I could ever hope for you. Of like, yeah, that's what I
You
would
live in your
assume.
dream.
and I hope it reflects that it's definitely what I should be doing, because I think there's going to be a much calmer, regulated Ethan in this podcast than what many people were used to.
Which, although may be less entertaining, is what I would prefer for you, because that's where you're. I would much rather you prioritize your health, mental health, than have an entertaining podcast. So.
I think that's the real story
Although-
arc of the podcast, because like
Yeah,
Talking Fail was named partially
Because
because of certain mannerisms. And
Wait, are we finding out that this is like Shutter Island, and this whole talking fail deal has been a
I don't know. Do you
therapeutic,
feel like a good person, or
I'll take the lobotomy,
now this is starting
please.
to feel like it's not about me, Artur.
that's deep?
Artur,
drink to
do
that.
you want to reveal anything about where you've been in the last 5 years? Physically, emotionally,
Yeah,
career-wise?
yeah. So I spent a lot of time
Where have
in
you been
Costa Rica.
into physically?
Yeah, building domes, creating curriculum.
This is where we find out Artur is actually Ethan's
Yeah.
wife.
I just pan and it's Artur's back.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I've been building domes.
Yeah. Chasing
Went
out.
Uh-huh.
Nope, no outs.
Where's she?
No, I'll reveal some stuff, because it's been like 5 years, right? Like,
So
it-
it's
Has
sort of
it?
like
We've only been saying it like 8 times.
it's kind of like the CIA. Now you can release what you were doing like 5 years ago.
The statute of limitations is up. You've been. Were you on any islands?
He's on a boat. He's on his way to or from one right
My
now.
lawyer says that I shouldn't comment on that.
Who's sitting in a boat next to him because he won't let his lawyer share his space.
No, I mean, I traveled a bunch. That's a TLDR. So went to London, went to a bunch of other places, including Ukraine, which was interesting, before and after the conflict. escalated, and then spent a little bit of time going across the U.S. Most recently, I've been spending a lot of time in D.C., which is an interesting place, and now I'm back in California.
Nice. Is that your kind of? Do you even have like a full-time residence, or is that?
I do.
Back in for a short term.
Yeah, I guess for the
Okay.
time being, I've been here for like 4 months, like in my place. I was in California in the U.S. like last year, mostly. So, yeah, shit, I can't. Allegedly,
See, we just had this little glimpse.
lock
of
down an
personal-
address.
what are you good for? I said to the lawyer. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can give you a list of countries if we want to like do a little Q&A about different countries. But
Well, I'll interject real quick. I think the description of travel is a really good middle ground. Artur can share with us stuff he's learned or observed in the travels. Ukraine's really interesting to me. It's not personal. It's not about him, but it's something that you can share. Right, lawyer?
yeah, he says it's cool. Let's see. Ukraine, Ukraine.
Or Japan.
It all started in
Allegedly.
1841 with the Kievan Rus.
So, Will, what have you been up to? Have you-
So, I mean, if I have to segue, I've been, well, I mean, I had a kid, obviously, got married again. And for this episode, Tyler, I don't know if you know this, but I am now the same age that you were when we
Oh,
started
no.
the first episode,
Oh, whoa.
oh,
which is 9 years,
Whoa.
by the way, for those listeners at home.
oh.
Wait a minute. We did
started
this. We did the first one 9 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like 8 years and like 6 months or
I'm
something,
almost.
but I'm rounding up.
10 years off Adderall.
Okay, I'm on
Like,
the
it depends.
Taco
It depends
website.
on if you count the beta episodes, because those ones I don't think.
Oh
we
yeah,
ever
like
released.
a month or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, otherwise it's like right on the money. It's like March 17th, March 21st, I think was the first one.
Which,
I'm
speaking of
scrolling
beta
back.
episodes, I listened to
Which I
episode
think-
1, and we're
Yeah,
like,
I wanted to ask you about what your thoughts were on the podcast because
We're-
We should just play some of it because I think we'd all love
No.
to just see us
we
9
don't
years.
Oh,
own,
dude.
we don't own the rights anymore. We get copyright.
So,
it's like
sell us.
it's like so bad. There's tons of references to the beta episodes, which were never released. So it's like, why are we referencing stuff that's like doesn't even exist? So we sound like we're stupid. Like we're just mid sentence, basically, is how the podcast started. So
Right.
it was rough. Audio quality's bad, which lines up with how we are right now.
So
Ty-
I did
April-
listen to
or
an
episode-
episode today.
Oh, okay.
Episode 1, April 23rd, 2017.
Yeah.
What
So, yeah.
episode did you listen to, Artur? And what were your?
Yeah.
What happened? What was that experience?
Well, I listened to the first like 15 minutes of episode 26. Yeah. In the
And what happened
Which
between
one is-
15 and 16 minutes? Were you like?
I just something internal was like, I don't really want to listen to this.
And that's our brand. That's what we've cultivated.
That's why
Or-
I've been scared to go back. I haven't done a re-listen because I'm scared that I'm just going to hate it.
I think of it as like growth.
Yeah. I know it's been like a talking point of like sometimes you re-listen and you like have the same thought like, oh, this is the joke I should make, and then like you make it on the show. But what I've
Right.
been doing, because it's so long ago, is I'm like, what's the most horrifically offensive thing that I might be about to say in the show? And I'm like, please don't say this. Please don't say this. And then the moment passes and I'm like, okay, whew, I did not say it that time. Oh boy. I was like, it's a rough listen.
Well, I mean,
Until we get to the shape-shifting D&D.
Hey, that's a character.
Well, that's in universe. That's a character, legally distinct.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which I did have something to mention, Tyler.
Yeah.
I got to like episode 18 today, and there is no episode 17. Like whatsoever. So
We had to
our
legally-
episode 100 podcast is the episode 99 podcast, and so on. So really, this is episode 17 that we're gonna drop in and be like,
Oh, we're gonna insert this. Well, this won't be confusing.
this is
at
the
all.
makeup for like why the. I'm like, how? And I heard
Wasn't
18.
17 like we had to censor it so much that we didn't release it?
What
You say that as
we were
if
just
you
like-
remember. It's 9 years ago. Which? Oh yeah, episode 17 was.
Well, I mean, like, to reveal more, episode 17 was actually like the major reason why I had to start looking to leave California.
Guys, I don't
you
know
guys
if he's
don't
serious or if this is just a really good bit. If it's a really good bit, I don't want to interrupt it. But
The fact that it's
Well,
It's a
that's
really
even a
good bit.
thought.
They did a good job.
took like 100 episodes.
I can't believe you guys.
So-
All right. Yeah, 17 was pivotal for me because clearly, I am the arc of Talking Fail. Like we've established.
And you decide
I like
where in the arc we are right now.
Yeah.
5 more
Which
years?
we're actually this is the reunion transition to the spin-off because it is the closing of the story arc for myself, opening with Artur on a literal and symbolic arc as we're about to follow him into a journey that we now get to actually see
okay.
the personal
Here's-
side of.
here's my pitch for the next phase.
No, this
We
is real life.
the
This is-
Will Artur or Will Ethan and I, we either die or disappear.
I'll take die.
And the three of our kids have to go and find Artur. We call it Talking Fail Legacy. They have to find Artur, and then Artur is the Obi-Wan Kenobi mentor figure who has to train up our kids and take over the podcast for the next phase. And maybe
And drop
find
in-
us.
Drop in little
Will's
anecdotes
Will's probably
about the
dead.
fathers, like what they
Yeah.
building up a little bit of like lore, and then we release that first, right?
Mhm.
And then later on we like re-release the original episodes, and other people can get to know the hype, and then it all
right,
circles
it's
back.
all kind of like it's all coming together, and the arcs are closing, and it's being revealed. Like this big war starts, and then like all the listeners, their whole country like goes to war.
Well, that's just gonna
Like
happen.
while this information,
Regardless.
all these
Yeah, it's
deals
kinda
are
meta.
happening. No, is it? What's going on?
Oh
I don't
boy.
get much signal inside the dome. There must be
Yeah,
all the,
I
must
just
be
got
all the foil.
I just got internet like a month ago. Like I didn't turn Starlink on for a long time.
Oh man, you got some really good Netflix shows to catch up on.
Yeah, I did just watch one of them. It's good.
It's okay. You don't have not all of my bits. Ethan, I appreciate you guess-anding. It's okay. Some of them are not going to.
Well, I did actually. I just like I was suppressing the like
The
you
no
know,
but.
the previous Ethan would have been like yes and all the way to the finish line until like there's the 3 other co-hosts holding
Again,
my ankles like stop
growth.
running, stop running. Yeah,
Here, I'll pull you across. He started House of Cards, but we need to not tell him certain things about it so he can still enjoy the show.
Kevin Spacey did what? I can't. Man, that's like the worst thing I've heard anyone doing. Man, hopefully that's the worst of anything.
He's only
you
up
hear
to the
about.
he's gay part. He doesn't know about the assault part.
He's gay. No, I was talking. I did Pantheon. I did just see Pantheon. You guys seen
What is
Pantheon?
that?
It's actually
a
an
Netflix
anime
show?
series. It's a Netflix show. It's an anime series, or it's in an anime style. It's not like a Japanese plot line, but it essentially follows. It opens in like Silicon Valley, and it's discussion about AI. And the very first 10 minutes is people talking about the future of AI, contrasted with somebody saying it's actually the future is not artificial intelligence, it's uploaded intelligence, about scanning people's brains and uploading them in to a computer. And then it follows a Peter Thiel inspired character. Philosophically, it's modeled after Peter Thiel. Aesthetically and personality wise, it's modeled after Steve Jobs. And it just follows this whole narrative around what happens if you upload people into computers. They become gods. The internet has to shut down.
I think I saw that documentary. It was called The Matrix.
This one is no, wrong,
Okay.
Tyler.
Okay, see, you're growing. No, there wasn't a essay on it. You shot down my reference, and I applaud you for it.
No, it's funny. I had a lot of thoughts about it, but I'm like, oh, there's such a worldview clash that happens when I think about it. It was a good show. It's interesting. But so I did get Starlink. I'm like learning what's happening out there.
Nice. So, have you legit been out of like internet? Not having regular internet connection for a while.
On my place, it's been like pretty light. Like I'm like, which is part of what I wanted. Like,
Right.
It turned into like, it's awesome here. My family's doing great. I have to give the preface for people who
of course.
aren't in the know. But yeah, we just like weren't doing it. We were like we did like 8 months where we would get DVDs from the library. Like that's how we were rocking. And I'm still like looking for the VHS player because I want my kiddo to have that experience. Like plugging the stuff in, not just scrolling it. Like I think there's something really cool to that.
No, that's great.
Which right now she's watching. There's stuff going right now. We got the projector screen up, and
I do really miss the. I think there was a golden era for DVDs and Blu-rays with like menu music and especially special features. Like we just don't have that really anymore, unless you like. I don't know. I don't really track down Blu-rays anymore. If some might have some really good special features, but if I just give in to streaming,
I don't like yesterday, and it had extras, and I was like, "Oh, nice! Like I get that." It's like 1 5-minute behind the scenes clip,
right? And those are the worst. Like that's just don't even do it.
I remember noticing when DVDs started doing that because to this day, my most fond memories of like when I think, okay, what's my favorite like movie? What was my favorite movie to watch? It was the behind the scenes in the director's edition of Lord of the Rings.
I think that is the pinnacle of physical.
The pinnacle of physical media is the director's edition DVD set of Lord of the Rings. Arguably, in my opinion, the best documentary about filmmaking is simply the behind the scenes of Lord of the Rings.
The 12 hours on every disc for half a movie worth of like
it was a staple in my household for years.
for sure.
And I never remember finishing them. Every single time we'd like put them on, like I actually had the experience. It was like the bag, like in Harry Potter, the magic bag of holding. Like it just, whenever you plugged it in, more manifested. Like there was never actually a bottom to, oh, today it's Weta, and then, or just the diaries of the two artists that they use to generate everything who themselves actually look like wizards. I'm like, okay, these people are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny we're talking about that. It's very much streaming in the art and entertainment realm. Streaming is at least me personally, I see kind of in everything, but streaming in particularly what we're talking about. The move from energy into quality and from energy into quality to energy into quantity. It's just like, why would you waste time on behind the scenes? Like, next thing. Even how the large budget movies and shows come through.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, like,
There isn't.
Game of Thrones, like, their behind the scenes stuff is like 5 minutes where they're you talk to the showrunner, they're interviewing the showrunner or writer or somebody who's involved with this week's episode, and it's like, yeah, in this week, our main character did this, and he was really conflicted, and then they'll show like a quick scene of him being conflicted, but he was able to overcome it, and it was basically just a recap of the episode. Like, I could just, I could watch every episode. I would watch the behind the scenes for every episode except for the final episode, and then just watch the final episode. And I'm sure I would know exactly what's going on, because it's not really a behind the scenes thing. It's just them recapping the episode. Like,
what do you guys attribute that to? I'll preface with that in that question. Like, it's easy to say, oh, why direct money and resources to generating behind the scenes? But I feel like it's easy. My projection is it's the YouTube space. There's enough people who you could be like, oh, we don't want to spend money on doing behind the scenes. Let's just give one of these vloggers access to the set, and we have to vet everything.
Yeah. We'll spend.
It's almost like there was a
attention.
change on the viewer, the general viewer, and the general producer. Is it like, did people start caring less about their own crap? Like, what?
I think a lot of it has to do with you're competing with so much other content now, like movies, TV, and the major things. Like, it was always a big deal to go to the movies, or and then you had those big shows like Game of Thrones that was like, oh, everyone's watching it, and then talking about it the next day at work, but now all those prestige movies and TV are competing with 4 guys on YouTube who are doing a reunion show. Like, everybody on TikTok, everybody on Instagram. Like, we're now all on we're all competing for the same amount of time. And so when you finish your episode, you go, okay, well, I'm just going to pick up my phone and see what's on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. And they want to compete with that still. So they want to get a little bit extra. So let's do a 15-minute recap of the episode and spend, a minuscule amount of money on it, because it's just talking heads interviews.
And when like 95% of your goal is just, how do we sell this movie to Netflix? It's like, there's no special features on Netflix. It's your goal is just to get the movie up.
Like, the studio or the distributor became the audience. Like, Netflix is the audience.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're. I listened to the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast, and they were kind of implying that whatever Andy Samberg's new animated show, they went to, I think it was Comedy Central, where it aired, like, first airing. It was made for Comedy Central, but they were like, yeah, it's going to air on Comedy Central, but we know we're really going to make our money on Netflix. Like, once it goes to Netflix, like, and then I think one of the guys started to say that, and the other ones are like, oh, don't reveal all the secrets, kind of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's really, it's when it goes to streaming that it really starts to make money, as much money as it could. I don't know, Artur.
Yeah, all that. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Wow, this
But
podcast has not changed at all.
Whoa, the inside of your boat looks way bigger than the outside.
Yeah, I moved inside. But I think, like, there are some YouTubers that are pretty big on behind the scenes specifically. Like, that's their
I mean, that's
thing.
where that's where I watch a lot of my behind the scenes stuff is YouTubers like recapping, talking about the show, especially if they're based on books that I don't want to read. But I care, Lord of the Rings specifically, or not Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. Like I'll watch YouTuber recaps way more. I know there's the official HBO behind the scenes for them, but I'd rather watch a YouTuber who knows the lore and it might tell me something, really secret.
Well, especially if they're like integrated, right? If they're like actually following, because I was watching a thing on Fred again. He's like a sampler DJ kind of person, and so he has some like interesting techniques in making his music. And so he did this like I think it was an NPR Tiny Desk concert, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And someone made a video about the behind the scenes, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch that. Like know what tools he's using and like what kind of process he has. And then it was just the YouTuber like inferring what Fred again was doing, which felt not right because he wasn't familiar with the software Fred again uses. So then in his demos, he's using completely different things. And then he's like, well, we never see him use a foot pedal, but I think that's what he's doing. And it's like,
okay,
not really behind the scenes.
There is a place for that kind of stuff, but you can't claim that you have, direct inside
Welcome
knowledge.
to Behind My Opinion.
Ooh. That's actually a pretty good name for it. Because then, Ethan,
No, we're not starting. Go for it.
All right, cool.
He didn't.
This whole like topic, I think, is why. Not that it's not good, but it's one reason why Dune feels like special, because it feels like the first. Oh, I don't want to get all weird with the language. It's like the first piece of cinema in a long time, where it's like Dune gets me close to the feeling that I got with like Lord of the Rings as a kid. Not comparing Dune to Lord of the Rings.
No, I get that, but
just
I think
as far as film, the film presentation,
it feels like there's a love of the source material. Like that's what I was going to say with Lord of the Rings, and I do get that feeling from Dune, where if a studio came in and was messing with it, I think the director and he's the main push, he's the movie runner essentially. He would back out if he felt like he didn't have the freedom to do what he could to really make the source material elevated. I mean, that's why I like David Fincher as a director, is because he just it's his baby and he gets full say and stuff. So, yeah. And so I would, anytime that there's a project like that, like I'm in. I'm Christopher Nolan. He has that power, but I don't necessarily like all of it. I don't like his choices all the time. I think him and George Lucas need somebody right next to him saying, actually, maybe you should back off a little bit.
Maybe turn down the audio on the vocal. No, I was going to say the vocals, the speaking audio, and turn the music up more.
I stepped on your joke. No, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Well, you mentioned Dune, and I think so. I've never seen it, but I do respect it. Mm-hmm. Because the story I heard was like Hans Zimmer like left a project or was like declined to work with Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, I think
to go to work on Dune because he was so passionate about it.
Yeah,
and I mean Hans Zimmer is like an OG. So
right.
Whoa.
Yeah,
because that would be the first time as well.
Maybe. I mean, I don't really catch up with Hans.
I'll ask him next time I see him.
Yeah. But the other bit about Dune is I did try to watch it.
Okay.
And it's not what you think. So I was in Barcelona with some friends, and one of them was like, we should go watch Dune in the theater.
Yeah,
And we're like,
that was me.
Let's do it. Yeah. You might not like the next bit.
Oh, no.
So we're walking to the theater, and I get this thought like, well, we're not in an English speaking country. Like, is this in English? Because like it has been in the past, so it's it's easy to overlook. And it turns out, like, we got in there, and it was dubbed in like Spanish, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'll try to figure it out. Like this will be fine.
Oh, because a lot of the dialogue is tricky in English. So,
Oh, misa God.
And you asked them to turn on the subtitles, right?
yeah.
They wouldn't do it. I had a handful of money, and I said English, and they
Threw it at the screen.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like I think 15 minutes in, I just like walked out to catch up with people because I was like, my friends spoke Spanish, so they can watch it. But like,
Right.
It's like 2.5 hours.
When the second one came out, we did the morning of, all of us as a family got up and watched the first one, and then had lunch, and then we went into the theater to see the second one. And I don't know if I recommend that, but we pulled it off. Now I got to do the same thing with the third one. So, trailer just dropped.
You're like, boys, you're almost men. You're gonna sit there and spend 5 hours. You're gonna wear yourself ragged before we get to the theater. And make
Arrakis.
yourself appreciated.
Arrakis. It's just like Iraq. There's oil in Iraq.
Oh
and
my God.
there's-
They're getting
and
tired,
you
and
need
you're
the
like,
spice-
here, take some of
the
this powder.
spice.
It's like spice from Dune. It'll keep
The spice.
you
The
awake.
spice is what makes the ships go. Oil is what makes everything go. It's
It's funny you mentioned that because I think it
My
was
voice
like
didn't get it.
episode 9 or 12
Oh,
of
really? Did I already
our
make this
show.
reference?
We're like talking about how, Palestine and Israel and like Iran. I think it was somebody bombed Iran back then, and we were like bringing it up like, some things never change.
Who could it have been? All right, we don't have to go there.
Yeah.
we don't have to go there. Okay, we're getting close to our end time because I know I think we were trying to aim for like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I do want to. I can't let you guys go without doing at least one. Am I the asshole from Reddit?
I'm gonna let Tyler finish. But Alex Ash said to Google him, guys, and find out what shows up.
Well,
That was his most recent non-promotional tweet. Was just Google me, tell me what you
Really?
find. Yeah.
okay.
So there's really nothing
remember this
interesting.
bit?
He's
Who is
just
Alex Ash?
self-promoting.
You don't remember?
don't
Alex?
remember.
Oh my God, he doesn't remember.
We had such a parasitical relationship with this guy.
Which, upon re-listen, just kind of seems like cyberbullying, but
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, that's
without the platform to really cyberbull. Like we're just
I'm
kind
glad
of like shouting to ourselves.
yeah. If we had a
about-
platform, it would be bad, but we didn't, so it was
Yeah.
fine.
We are the short bus making fun of the popular kids.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. That's
we're,
great.
We're a bunch of guys with helmets yelling at the corner.
So sorry for interrupting,
All right.
Tyler,
No,
but
that's all right.
continue.
Okay. All right. And you guys won't see this, but I have now on the screen my window, so the viewers on YouTube can see. But am I the asshole for connecting to the ear pod after my niece swallowed it to see if it would play in her stomach?
No,
Anybody want to chime in?
could if she could breathe, no. Like that's
Uh,
just. I
when,
would do that to calm my kid down. Be like, let's learn about the digestive system right now.
Yeah, let's find it. It's
Let's find it. We'll do a mindfulness exercise and be like, all right, close your eyes. Like, do you feel the little voice inside?
no. Well, yeah. Don't tell them you're doing that, but then just like slowly turn it up.
No, okay, that one, yes. If you're trying to do MK Ultra on your kid with a swallowed earbud,
I mean, you have
And,
a
like-
limited window,
like,
so I don't know how effective
it's
it would
like
be.
I figured out how to be my kid's inner voice. Like,
Now, you think when you turn on the noise canceling function, does that like make the person deaf that ate the ear pod, or
no?
next,
I thought you were going to go somewhere with like, okay, well, you know, when a woman's pregnant and they put the the speakers that or the headphones that go on the belly so the kid can hear something. It's like a reverse that, but I couldn't get anywhere.
if
with
I have
the
to
joke.
put my phone on airplane mode for the flight, you know, I think it's messed up that you get to try and Bluetooth into your kid's stomach.
There you go. That was better. I feel like I don't even really need to have the explanation. It's pretty
Yeah,
straight.
is there any? I'm waiting for like the twist.
second
right?
half? Yeah, I went with the short one because of time. But no, there's no real twist. It was just me. It basically the people around him, like his I think it was his. The writer is the uncle, but everybody else in the family didn't find it amusing. They all looked at me like I wasn't taking things seriously at all. I was just trying to calm the mood, but instead ended up being the only one laughing while everyone else was stressing about the AirPod inside of her.
Oh, they don't care about the kid then. They just care about the AirPod.
AirPod. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The AirPod's not coming back. I guess, I don't know. Do you think the AirPod made it? Was it usable again? Technically? I mean, I don't know if you want to put it in your ear again.
yeah, I think it would have problems having conductivity for the charger.
Probably need
all
new
that.
ear tips for sure, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Was it a
Yeah,
pro
but-
or?
They didn't specify. It just says left earpod, not AirPod.
I mean,
I don't know. Does that
you find a
change?
poor product review because it's like, yeah, so the water resistance is a little exaggerated.
Because
I mean, I would definitely see if I could return it and get a new pair.
if it's an AirPod Pro Max, I mean that's a substantial eat.
My memories, my like early Capital Christian media department memories. I'm like, oh, Artur.
Just dox us all.
I just no,
Some
it
of
doesn't
us
exist.
still work
Tyler.
there.
There is no such thing. Well, you don't work for Capital Christian.
Yeah, nobody works for
Ah.
Capital Christian anymore because they're out of business.
Yeah,
but
because you like. There's no way you would work for an institution that like, was facing a ton of allegations for suppressing sexual abuse. That'd just be ridiculous.
All right, so let's do another Am I the Asshole?
Am I the asshole for covering up
yes, the answer is yes.
Okay,
improprieties in my
okay,
Christian institution?
This one might actually have some an alternate side to the story. Am I the asshole for making my sister's gender reveal cake gray because she wouldn't tell me the gender? The writer, I'll skim it a bit, but basically the writer kept asking for like, hey, I need the gender so that way I can put, make the cake the right color. And the mother, the sister, kept saying, oh, somebody else will take care of it. Somebody else will get that to you. Because I want to be surprised too. Like that was the whole dynamic. And nobody ever did. So she made the cake gray. And then when they cut open the cake, it was a big surprise.
I mean, look, I don't know if she's an
I-
asshole, maybe like a little incompetent, because like you
Well,
gotta
she
get
asked
that
multiple
information.
times. She says she asked beforehand multiple times.
But here's
But she
I think
chose
what the
to
real
ask who asked
solution is you just get 2 cakes, maybe 3, I don't know, but
Wait, you're gonna skip the other 4 genders?
look, we don't need to get into that.
No.
Unless we want the like.
There's only one, and then the wrong. There's.
But I'm not saying present all of them. I'm saying like bring them, and then like hopefully you figure it out by then. But
Maybe
like,
Gray-
don't just get 1 cake with like. No,
Gray is an inspired effort, but also Gray is I'm frustrated because you are making me do a bad job versus
It's
just
the passive aggressive option
do
for
a
sure.
both cake.
Yeah.
It's a passive aggressive option. I actually feel like they are an asshole. It's not because you did go on and read it, but I feel like they're an asshole for bringing into their problems. Yes,
I
you're
think
an asshole because I don't care.
I do.
Insane.
I think I agree with you guys. I think I would definitely, if it was me, I would definitely try. And if I still didn't get an answer, this is from dealing with family, then I would have like a couple of cupcakes or something, and I would probably still make the cake gray as passive aggressive. But then I would have like I'm going to save it with here's the cupcake that actually has the gender.
I probably the right move would have just been a white cake that says it's alive.
As far as we know.
I probably maybe it's like a cost thing that they don't want to make 2 cakes. I would just YOLO it. You got a 50-50 shot, make it pink. Either way, they're only disappointed once and you just move on.
All right.
Yeah, imagine doing both and then everybody thinks they're having twins.
That's the real passive aggressive move is you put like a stripe thing in there where it indicates 3 colors or it's like you make an announcement for them.
Is there a type of frosting or cake or food dye that does that thing where depending on the angle you're looking at it, it's one color? And then
they make dresses like that.
That was what I was thinking. Because then it's whatever you want it to be, right?
A message if he's not the dad.
Ooh, yeah, make a big announcement.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
All right. Well, on that note, I think that's where we'll wrap it up.
Ethan's internet is running out, so
yeah, he's got to go. Got to go put in a new.
Oh yeah, my batteries only have so many amps left. Also, it is way later here, guys.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to play the outro music.
But
remember, nobody talk until I give you the signal.
Before the outro, I would like to say I appreciate everybody coming on for. I'm gonna get meta. I appreciate everybody coming on for the charade of a podcast because
that's what it's always been.
With our actors that actually connect as friends. Hey, you guys want to catch up? Nah, it's got to be a podcast. I don't give a shit about you at all. But yeah, it was great seeing you guys.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you in another 5 years.
No, next week we all committed to
Artur's guy.
by doing this. You've committed to a weekly podcast. So I'll see you all next week. And
this is the free trial.
All right, I hope my microphone works. Main episode number 2.
So when do we stop talking?
No, it was perfect actually. You landed right at the end of the day. I was editing it. That would have been where I put it.
That's the studio close soundbite. Whenever they end a show, there's always the studio things. Whatever. All right, boys.
Thank you.
Signing off.
All
from
right.
The homestead.
Good seeing you, Ethan.
We should do this again. It doesn't have to be every week.
Yeah.
It would be nice to just, even if it was just another podcast.
Maybe a Minecraft server.
All right. I just hit stop on the record.
Yeah. Next time we can all bring everybody has to bring a clip of their life. Just their vlog update. We're gonna have to I'll think of a bit.
Something with a notable landmark or something.
Yeah.
Look, this
know what?
podcast
I'll wait to see yours, then.
We have such a commitment to our bits. I love it. Wow.
Thank God he's gone. That guy wouldn't shut up. Huh?
Commitment to the bits. Oh, I wanted to work in like a Vanta Black reference to the cake thing when Archer was talking about. Well, if you look at it from a different angle, but I couldn't. All right, I'm
I
getting.
do have an interesting ChatGPT story. Yeah.
Thank God he's gone. Fucking asshole wouldn't shut up.